Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first time. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. And Happy New Year as well, by the way. This is the first video of 2026. So I hope you had a relaxing holiday season. Maybe you're still relaxing. I'm going back to work on the 6th, I think. So I've got a little bit of time. I've not been relaxing though. I've been doing all sorts of things to try and finish things off before the end of the year. That's the kind of thing I do in New Year. Do stress myself out a little bit trying to finish everything, but yeah, it's looking good so far. I haven't overwhelmed myself this time. So today I wanted to talk to you in a short video, which apparently I can make, which I didn't realize that, what I did this year and also what I'm planning to do for the future and what's the kind of general future of this channel. So yeah, there we go. I'll just get straight into it. So this year, what happened? Last year in 2025. Well, the expo happened. That was pretty much the hugest part of it for this channel. I think I made around 15 videos altogether. So please check those out if there's anything you missed. I've got, I think, 11 kind of diary videos. I've got a walking video. I've got a ranking video. And I've made my huge final archive video, which I've been putting off for ages, but I finally finished it. I clocked in at 3 hours, which was quite a lot. And so far, hardly anyone's watched it. So if you're even slightly curious, please chuck a couple of minutes my way. That would help me out, make me feel a little bit less like a waste of time. Although that seems to be an ongoing theme at the moment. I think, especially towards the end of this year, I feel like this channel's really cooled off and it's starting to get to me a little bit. I've done a lot of trip videos that I thought people would enjoy, but hasn't quite taken off. So please check those out if you haven't seen them. I've gone to a lot of Kansai adjacent areas. So Tokushima, I went to see the art museum there and the whirlpools. I've seen the sand dunes of Tottori. I went to a great dinosaur museum in Fukui. And a bit closer to home, I've been to places like Team Labs in Kyoto, the newly opened facility. So definitely take a look at those videos if you can. I've done some tourist advice too. I talked about the night bus recently, whether that's worth using compared to the Shinkansen. What else have I done? A bit earlier in the year I did the Seishin Juhachi Kippu, like the special ticket with very low cost travel, including how you can travel to Tokyo from Osaka for I think less than $20. So take a look at that if you're interested. And various bits and bobs. There's perfume as well. I've been doing videos about their cold sleep and their concerts. So lots to check out. Please take a moment to catch up. And people sort of apologise to me and say like, oh, I haven't been keeping up with every video. I don't expect everyone to watch every video. I don't expect to have an audience really. I hope there will be. But I often get supportive messages from people saying, you know, oh, you shouldn't give up the channel and you know, oh, I think it's great that you're doing it. But then I don't really see a lot of that in the numbers. So I think people are just kind of paying lip service a little bit. I mean, there's still support. I appreciate the support, but I really need some actual action to help me out. I know that sounds a bit mean, doesn't it? But I think I've got to be honest. The internet's all about honesty. Yeah, to be honest, I've been considering whether or not I should wrap it all up and stop this channel, because it does take a huge amount of my time. Basically, most of my free time every week is spent making videos. That's why I sometimes do the walking videos. It just gives me a little breather. So I do put a lot of work into this channel, and I hope it's good stuff. I mean, I think it is. I don't think I'm completely deluded, but it's not really finding the channels that it needs to. It's not, the algorithm's kind of given up on me. So after the last kind of 2 or 3 months of really disappointing view numbers, I'm kind of feeling a bit defeated. So yeah, please, if you can support me in any way, I'd appreciate that. Or tell your friends about my channel, that would help me a lot. But trying to stay positive, thinking about ideas for 2026. I've got a few things left that I haven't uploaded yet. So I took a trip to Amano Hashitate in the north of Kyoto Prefecture. That's one of the 3 beautiful views of Japan. It's very famous. I've also, what else have I done? I've been to a lot of the Saigoku Sanju-san Sho temples. This is a set of 33 temples in Kansai and one in Gifu, which collectively makes an ancient pilgrimage, which is 1200 years old. Finally, a couple of days ago, I finished it. I went to the final temple, which I wanted to get finished by the end of the year, and I managed to conquer that challenge. So I've got some temples to upload, maybe in one big video, and then I'm going to do a kind of a big but introduction and explanation of all the temples in one big kind of PowerPoint blowout, a bit like I did for all the prefectures, which seems to be going well. I'm thinking about doing an update of that actually, because that does seem to be one of my most popular videos now, slowly. But I'm kind of not satisfied with how it all turned out, so I want to kind of upgrade it a bit and make it version 2. Yeah, speaking on that, I think the whole channel was set up to do this top 50 places in Osaka Prefecture. I think it could do with a bit of a brush up now. I can refresh it a little bit. There's a few places that I would recommend instead of some of the other ones, so I think I might do a renewal of that one. That said, I've got lots of other things to do. I've got some little day trips I want to do soon. I want to go to Koyasan, which I think I've done a walking video before, but I've never actually explained Koyasan, but it's one of my favorite day trips from Osaka. I'm going to do some advice for tourists as well, so how to have a happy life visiting Japan, something about etiquette, but also just helping you have a more fun experience. I think people like a stamp rally. I've kind of run myself ragged this year with stamp rallies, but all the stations have their own stamps, or most of them do. So I was thinking of choosing the Loop line or the Chuo line maybe, and just trying to get all the stamps for that and showing you how to do it, if there's any interest in that. Perfume as well. I'm not stopping talking about perfume, because they're in their cold sleep hiatus from the start of this year. So I want to do my cold sleep adventures. I already made a little introduction video about my mission, so I think there will be about 6 or 7 videos this year to cover that little journey. So please check that out if you're a perfume fan. Hopefully there might be something else to do perfume wise this year. I'm going to do a couple of other entries in my series too. So I did the Is It Worth Visiting series. I've already done Tennoji and Namba, I think. I might try that with Umeda and Kobe as well, I think. If you've got any requests, if you're on the fence about whether to visit somewhere, let me know. I'll listen to every request. And some ultimate station guides as well. So I've done Namba and Umeda already, and Shinosaka. I'll get to Kyoto at some point, I think, because I need to do a bit of research on that, because it's a station I've been to a lot but don't necessarily know inside out like I do the other ones. So I'll do that as well. So there we go. That's some ideas for my channel next year. I'm always open to requests. Please let me know. Just talk to me on the channel. That will help me a lot. I'll just make sure I'm not just shouting into the void to all the internet robots. So there we go. Sorry, I meant this to be a bit more positive and looking forward to the future. But I do want to kind of take care of myself this year. I've kind of been, like I said, I've been running around trying to do everything to make this channel go well, and it hasn't worked out the way I thought. So maybe I just need another way of doing this to make it work for me and work for people who want to watch it too. So let me know suggestions. I need your advice, really help me. And if you know any famous influencers, I'll happily collaborate with them if they can lower themselves to my level. So there we go. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time off if you have any more. Otherwise, I hope you have a nice January and don't get too depressed, because it's easy to do. And I'll try the same. And I'll see you in the next video. So take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.